obviously it's been a challenging year for many of us in many different ways. But as you just start to stop and still and go inwards and connect to your breath and your inner self, I just want you to think of one thing that you're grateful for. And bring that to your third eye now. And for me, I know that it's been about the slowdown. So I'm grateful for the enforced slowdown because it's allowed me the time to step on my mat more regularly and commit more frequently to the yoga practice and the journey within. So this is something that I'm really grateful for this year. Just bring your hands to the heart center now and really think about what that thing is that you're grateful for. And keep it with you throughout the practice. Come back to it as your anchor. Come back to it as you come back to the breath. And just following the breath, try to lengthen and deepen the breath now. So if you find it hard to slow down the breath and the chitty-vritty, the thoughts, the fluctuations of the mind are still going, try to count the breath. Maybe in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold if you can, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. One more time in your own space and your own count. And with your next inhale, just rise your prayer hands, which are hopefully in your heart center now. Lift them up toward the ceiling as you inhale. Inhaling gratitude, lifting the arms, prayer hands to the ceiling. Exhale, releasing, dropping them down. If you want to drop them down with a little bit of vigor, for those things that you're letting go of in 2020, then do that now. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release it out. Maybe with an audible sigh. Inhale, exhale, release. So with your fingertips now extended either side of you onto the mat. Inhale, lift the right hand up towards your ear, towards the ceiling. Now, as you exhale, start to bend through the other elbow and look up toward the ceiling. So you're really feeling that stretch through the side body. Now look down towards the knee and start to circle this arm in front of you. And take it over to the other side. Now circle the other arm around and come back up in the opposite position, looking up to the ceiling, but keeping a little bend in the side arm. And just breathe in, really feel the expansion in the side rib cage. And let's take it through the other way. So exhale down to the side, round in the front like a semicircle. Exhale and reversing that action. So just do one more of these in your own time. So just sweep it around as you exhale, sweep around in a semicircle. Inhale, lift the opposite arm up. And exhale, sweep it around one more time. Really finding the length through the spine here. And as you exhale next, bring the hands to the heart center, interlace the fingers, and now curve through the back so that you're doming through the shoulders. It's like kind of sitting cat-cow. Really dome through the shoulders. Beautiful. Inhale, lift up. And find length through the spine. Now we're going to come forward, so into a forward fold. So with this forward fold, just release the hands. It doesn't matter if you're going to dome through the shoulders. This is kind of like a yin fold. So I'm just going to show you from the side here. You can reach the hands out. And then it doesn't really matter. Walk the hands out or make a pillow with the hands. And just start to Bring the head down and then allow the head to release so that you flop it down onto the mat. Just breathing into the back body here. Notice how the ribcage expand right to the back body. The tummy softens and floats down toward the mat. Just allow that to happen. Connect to the breath. What is it you're grateful for? And from here, start to use the hands to slowly come back up. As we meet in our all fours, tabletop position. So tonight's practice is a very gentle practice. Just take the practice at your own pace. So drop the belly and look up for a cat-cow. Exhale, push the mat away, doming through the shoulders. Let the head hang heavy so that the spine can lengthen. Inhale, look up, drop the belly. Exhale, push the mat away. Switch on your Ujjayi breath if you're using that. It's a tightening in the throat. Drop the belly, look up. Making that oceanic sound in the back of your throat if you wish to. Exhale, doming through the shoulders. And when you find your neutral position, take the right hand off the mat, extend it to the side, lift up, inhale. Exhale, thread this underneath you and place your head and shoulder onto the mat. Now I'm going to take this back up again a couple of times. So push the mat away, inhale, reach up. Exhale, push back down, head and shoulder onto the mat. And when you touch down, one more time, inhale, push up, reach the hand to the ceiling twist. Exhale, this time, place your head and shoulder, just rest here for a moment. So really feel the heaviness of the head onto the mat. Now, if you walk the left hand fingertips out in front of you a little bit more, so straighten the left hand, come up onto your fingertips. And now you'll feel your head a little bit heavier on the shoulder. If you can balance here okay, start to try to come on the toes of the left leg and extend the left leg out behind you or to the side of the mat. Side back corner, and that will push you a little more onto that right shoulder. Just feel that balance there, and a little bit more weight into that right shoulder. And breathe. Now, keep your leg where it is. Start to walk the hand back in and use your hands to push your torso up, but keep the leg extended. So now you're sort of going to tabletop with your leg out to the side. Pivot on the right knee. And then as you inhale, lift the left arm up. And we're coming over to the left leg to a side bend. So left hand, left knee or left shin, and bending through the side. Exhale, start to plant the right hand onto the mat. Lift the left hand over the top. Lift the left leg into a beautiful pencil shape. Now activate through the fingertips here and really activate through the toes. So you might want to point the toes, or maybe you want to flex them and push the heel out towards this end of the mat. Have a play with pushing, flexing the foot, or stretching the foot. Exhale, find your way down to your tabletop again. And let's take all this on the other side. So now you're taking the left hand out to the side and up for your twist. And we've got 3 of these in your own pace. So exhale, thread the needle, head and shoulder onto the mat. Inhale, lift left hand up to ceiling, open through the heart center. Exhale, down one more time. Inhale, lift up. So one movement, one breath. Exhale, this time interlace underneath and leave your head and shoulder on the ground. Start to reach the right fingertips out in front of you. And now start to reach the right leg out behind you on your tippy toes, so the toes are flexed. And feel the weight coming into that left shoulder now. Now start to walk the hands back into your tabletop. Leave the foot out to the side. And then you pivot on the left knee. So you're facing the side of the mat. Rotate with the right arm, a big circle. Right hand to right knee. Bend toward the right foot. Exhale, place the left hand now onto your mat. Extend the right hand in a big arc over you and extend the right leg out. Really find length through that right side body now. Exhale, come back down to your tabletop. Take the knees out wide. So we come into our first child's pose. So just take a moment to dip the hips back. Seat goes back onto your heels. Reach the fingertips up. Third eye onto the mat. And just take 2 or 3 beautiful, deep, nourishing breaths here to connect to the breath and come back to what is it you're grateful for. Your next inhale, start to draw the hands in and tuck the toes and lift the knees into your first down dog. So maybe you're pedaling the legs out here. Just find yourself a comfortable few wiggles here in your first downward dog. Maybe you're pedaling the legs. Maybe you're shaking the head. Notice any tensions in your body. Lift the hips nice and high. Bend through the knees and plant the fingertips and the pads of the fingers into the floor. So the more you plant into the finger pads and the fingertips, the more you can extend through the arms and lengthen through the spine and lift the tailbone up toward the ceiling. Inhale, start to step the feet to behind the wrists and just hanging like a rag doll here. So chest can connect with thighs. Allowing the head to be heavy, releasing the hands, maybe slowly rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Until you step the feet together and you're in your mountain pose. So roll the shoulders back and down, open the palms to the ceiling, ground the feet into the mat. Let's do a couple of half sun salutations. Inhale, lift prayer, hands to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. So plant your hands on your shins, look forward, flatten the back. Exhale, dip the hips, bend the knees, and reach the energy up again to your prayer. Exhale, hands through heart center, Tadasana. Keep this moving now. Inhale, reach the palms up above you. Exhale, forward fold, chest to knees. Inhale, flat back reach, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, dip the hips, lift the hands and the energy, gather it up above you. Bring the hands back to the heart center. One more time. Keep these arms moving with the breath. Inhale, look up. Exhale, surrender. Chest to knees. Inhale, gather strength and inwards, looking forward to the front of the mat. Exhale, bend through the knees. Take the arms up, gather the energy. Bring your hands back to the heart center and just connect to the breath. Inhale, lift the hands again above. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands and step back now into your plank position. So just take a moment here to feel the strength of your body and dome through the shoulders and really zip up through the tummy. Squeeze your glutes together. So squeezing the glutes really helps with this. Lower the knees, chest, chin, or full chaturanga. Inhale to your baby cobra if you want to, or the full up dog. So if you've got lower back issues, you're better to stay nice and low here so that you're not tightening in the back of the lumbar spine. If you haven't got any issues, coming on to up dog and back to down dog. Inhale, find lift with the tailbone. Exhale, release. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, soften the jaw. Inhale, spread out the fingertips. Exhale. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, step the right leg through between the hands. Drop the left knee. Untuck the toes. Bring your hands to prayer. Lift up the torso. Exhale, dip through the hips, so the opening of this left hip flexor here. Exhale, release the hands. Now as you inhale, reach forward and extend the front leg. So you're extending the front leg now. Fingertips to the floor and looking forward to the front of the mat here. So you try to flex this foot as much as you can, and you try to draw this left hip forward and the right hip back. And you should be feeling it here in this hamstring. One more breath here. Where do you feel you need to send your breath today? Start to walk the hands to frame this foot. Tuck the toes and lift up the knee at the back, and lift the right hand for an easy twist. Exhale, plant the hand, step back into plank, your version of a chaturanga, whatever that is. Knees, chest, chin. Inhale to your up dog, exhale to your down dog. When you get there, lift the left leg up. Inhale. Exhale, step the left foot lightly between both hands. Drop the back knee, untuck the toes. Zip up through your tummy as you come together with a pair of prayer hands and lift up the torso. Now as you exhale, dip the hips forward, release the arms like a waterfall. Letting go of whatever's not serving you. Now as you reach forward, exhale and start to lengthen through this leg. Flexing the foot, fingertips to the mat. Just allow yourself time to adjust here. Inhale, find length through the crown. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Where are you holding on? Inhale, find length. Exhale, soften through the hips. One more breath here. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, maybe you can soften a little more. Start to walk the hands forward. Tuck the toes and lift the knee at the back, and peel the left arm up for your easy twist. Exhale, bring the hand back down. Step back into your plank. Squeeze the glutes as you exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to your upward dog. Exhale to your downward dog. Just 2 or 3 breaths here to reset. Find some stillness in your down dog. Connect to the breath. Inhale, step the feet together. Lift the right leg up to the ceiling and then bend at the knee. Open the hips, stack the hips so that you're in your split dog. Now just notice the change of weight in your arms. So try to readjust the arms so that they're not taking the weight in one specific side, but they're more squared off. Inhale, re-extend the leg. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Plant the back foot. Windmill hands open to your warrior two. But just take a moment here to maybe reset your feet. Just check if you've got, your heels should kind of be in line. Fingers outstretched, and you should be able to see that big toe. If you can't see the toe, you need to pull this right knee back a little bit. Inhale, find length, looking over that third middle finger. Now also really pull up through the inner thighs here. So lift, if you lift the arches of your feet, you should be able to the inward pull here through Mula Bandha, through the pelvic floor. Now, turn the right palm up, reach forward, and we're reversing this warrior. Now start to look up toward the ceiling if you can. Inhale, straighten the legs. Bump up the back foot as we move towards Trikonasana. So reaching forward as far as you can. Drawing the left hip back. Exhale, place the back of the palm, back of the hand on the shin. And then start to look toward the ceiling, the left hand. So here, it's like your back is against a brick wall. So you want to open through this heart center and push your head back and look up to that top hand. Really finding openness through the heart. And then imagine somebody's kind of drawing you up by that top hand. Exhale, rebend the knee and come back into your reverse warrior. From here, we're coming into our side angle. So place the right arm onto the right thigh, sweep the left hand over the top. So again here, don't be heavy in the shoulder, don't put all your weight here. See if you can be really light through the shoulder. And from here, come back to your reverse warrior one more time. And we're then coming into our Ardha Chandrasana. So come back. If you've got a block or book nearby, you could grab that now because you want to place that near your right foot for some support. Start to draw the left hand to the left hip. Maybe you're going to bump the back foot up, come up on the toes of the back foot and start to lift that leg. Just move back a bit. Oops, sorry. So don't worry if you fall out like I just did. Flex the back foot. Start to try to peel the hips open so that they're stacking on top of each other. You can look to the side here, or you can look down to the floor, or if you've really got your balance, you could look up. But just use whatever you need to grab onto. Really activate, kick through that back heel. From here, start to bring the hands to frame that front foot. So you're stepping into your low lunge. And again, plant the left hand into the mat and twist to the right. Exhale, plant both hands to frame that front foot. Now step back into your plank and bring the right hand into the center of the mat. Come onto the right side edge of the right foot, stack the feet, and now you're in your side plank. So really try to lift the hips up here. If you've got a variation of lifting the leg, whatever, you can take that now. Beautiful. Exhale, come back to plank. Knees, chest, chin, chaturanga, or a rest in child's pose if that's what you need today. Listen to your body and take the practice at your own pace. Exhale, down dog. Again, try to find length through the spine here. Bend the knees, draw the heels down, lift the tailbone. Inhale, lift the left leg up, extend the leg, bend the knee and stack the hips to your split dog. Again, try to readjust the shoulders so that they're more square with the front of the mat. Inhale, find length, extend the leg. Step the leg lightly through now. And we're opening up like we did to our warrior two. So opening to your warrior two. So just check again that you're bending forward enough so that the knee is stacking over the ankle here. And that your right foot at the back is firmly planted. That's your anchor point. Inhale, reach forward, and exhale, reverse the warrior. Now start to flow forward and straighten up the legs, bump up the back leg. Reaching forward with the front hand. We're moving a little bit more fluidly now. Coming into triangle pose on this side. Try to open up, roll the right shoulder back onto that imaginary wall. Start to look down, rebend that knee. Exhale, come back into your reverse warrior. Once you get there, start to move straight away. So one movement, one breath. We're not really holding too much there. Coming into your extended side angle. Really drawing the inner thighs in here. Activate the glutes. Try not to dump all the weight here. Inhale, come back up to your reverse warrior. Exhale, start to come forward. Grab your block or book. Place it near the front of your mat, in front of your foot. Start to come up onto the back toes and maybe lift that back leg into your Ardha Chandrasana. So place the right hand on the hip, is probably the easiest place to put it. Flex through that back foot. And just try to find some stillness here. Exhale, mindfully place that back foot on the ground behind you. Bring the hands to the mat. So right hand plants on the mat now, and left hand peels for your twist. Exhale, plant both hands, step back into plank. Take the left hand to the center, come onto the outside edge. Both feet stacked. Start to lift the right hand up toward the ceiling in your side plank. Exhale, bring the hands down. You're in your plank. And just here, we're going to come onto our tummies, so just drop the knees, chest, chin, or however you wish to come onto your tummies. And the hands are under your shoulder. Head to one side. Give the hips a bit of a shimmy. Reach the hands out in front of you now like a pencil. Draw the head now down to the mat. And then as you inhale, peel everything off the mat. Cactus the arms. Try to have the legs nice and wide maybe. And peel feet, thighs, shoulders, chest off the mat. Exhale, push forward like a pencil. Hover. Inhale, draw back off the mat. So you're trying to hover here if you can. Exhale, one more time like a pencil, straightening out, hover. Inhale, draw the elbows back, last time. Beautiful. Exhale, release. Shimmy the hips. Just take a moment here to melt into your mat, connect to the breath. Take the hands under the shoulders and push back into your down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg to the ceiling. And then exhale, step this right leg to the outside edge of the right hand. So we're coming into our hip opener now, our pigeon pose. So from here, you can drop the knee back down. So then now we're in a lizard. Just take time to let this open up through the hip flexors here. Now you might be absolutely comfortable here. You might want to take the left forearm down and maybe both forearms down. Or just one, whichever feels comfortable for you. Just listen to your body. From here, lift the right hand up over you and look towards the back foot. This might be enough, or if you want to, kick the foot into the hand. Exhale, release the foot if you've got it. And start to walk this foot across the mat so we can come into a sort of pigeon pose. Now, if that is too intense on your knees, you can always sit into a figure of 4, or you can also take it on your back with thread the needle. So there's a couple of options there. So if you're finding the full pigeon too much, just sit in your figure of 4 like this. And then inhale, try to shine the chest forward and reach forward with the hands. Create a pillow for yourself if you wish to. Put your head on your hands. Just connecting to the breath. One more breath here. Then inhale, start to allow your hands to push the torso up. Keep your foot, the right foot where it is, and swing the left foot from behind you to in front of you. As we come into our Janu Shirshasana, forward fold. So left hand behind. Inhale, lift up with the right. Now just twist the torso over your leg that's extended and reaching forward, trying to find length in the crown. So try not to dome through the shoulders here, but really keep the head up, looking forward, maybe flexing that foot. If you need to bend, if it's feeling too tight, you come out of the pose a little, and then you have another go. As you inhale, exhale, find a bit more length. So we don't want anything to be pulling, but we do want to feel a little bit of an edge. Inhale, start to come back up. Lift the right knee and help that foot to step over the leg. Now take the right hand behind you and use it like a second spine. Inhale, extend, and exhale, twist to the right. So grabbing that knee, hug it into your chest, looking over the right shoulder, and try to flex that left foot. Exhale, release and just de-rotate so your spine gets a twist to the other side. When you're ready. And then from here, just sweep the feet behind you and come back into your downward dog. Inhale, lift the left leg this time. As you inhale, really extend through that left leg. Press the fingers into the mat. Draw the right heel down. Exhale, start to place the left foot on the outside of the left hand. So you're looking forward to the front of the mat. Drop the knee, untuck the toes, and you're in your lizard pose. So again, just take any variation that you'd like to take here. So if you want to get off the wrists, come on your forearms. Maybe both or maybe just one. Whatever feels right for you. So looking forward to the front of the mat, so you're finding length through the crown still. And if you wish to, windmill the left hand over behind you. You might just want to make a circle and look behind you. Or if you want to kick that foot into the left hand, you can go there now. Rolling out maybe on the outside edge of that left foot if you want to. Just opens up the hips, flexes a little bit more. Exhale, release, and start to walk this foot now across the mat as we come into our pigeon on this side. So again, maybe you feel different on one side of your body than the other. So if this, again, is causing any twinging in your knees, I encourage you to sit back in your figure of 4 like this. And just start to walk the hands forward, hinging forward from the hips. And one more breath here. The final breath. And as you next inhale, start to use the hands to push the torso up and start to sweep this leg, the right leg now, in front of you. So coming into your Janu, take the right hand behind, inhale left. Exhale, reach forward as you're looking towards that foot. So you might reach the knee, the thigh, the ankle. Again, just listening to your own body and where it takes you today. Inhale, find length. Exhale, soften. Last breath here. Start to draw the torso up and take this left leg across the right knee, left hand behind you. Make sure both sit bones are down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist. You know where it's going. Just feel that twist into the abdominal organs. And exhale, release, rotate to the other side. Just extend that leg out. So from here, we're going to come up onto our backs and just, you could take a shoulder stand if you wish to, or a bridge. Probably just going to do a bridge today. So if you want to, let's just start before we go into our backs with a Navasana. So try to get the hands under the thighs and lift up the shins. And then if you want to, you can try and hold it there, release the thighs. And then slowly, slowly coming down onto your back. Really engaging through the core. Brilliant, excellent. Bring the feet to the, we'll take you through a bridge. So bring the feet to the, soles of the feet to the mat. And so you can touch the heels. So your feet are hip width apart. Inhale, scoop up the belly. Exhale, lift the hips high. Squeezing your grapefruit or your lemon between the inner thighs. If you want to lift up the shoulders, roll the shoulders under you, place the fingertips or fist into the mat and draw the hips a little higher. Really activate through the glutes here and press the toes into the mat. Lift up the arches of your feet and notice how that activates the glutes a bit more. And exhale, release fingertips, roll the shoulders away and roll one vertebrae back down at a time. So from here, if you want to take your shoulder stand or any other inversion, you could. If you've got any neck issues, don't take the shoulder stand. Maybe just take a happy baby. So whatever feels right for you, take that now. Could be just legs up the wall, could be legs on a sofa. And just let everything drain or drain down in the opposite direction. So now if you're finished in your shoulder stand, you might start to slowly come down, use your hands as brakes, and just allow your legs to extend nice and wide onto the mat as we come into our final Shavasana when you're ready. So feel your body melting into the mat. If you need to grab a jumper, go and grab a jumper or socks or anything. And just start to allow yourself this beautiful Shavasana, this 5 minutes of downloading what we've just done. Connecting to the breath, deepening the breath. So stay with the breath. Know that there's nowhere else you need to be right now. Nothing else to do. Just melting into the earth that supports you and connecting to yourself. So come back to your thought of gratitude that you anchored onto at the beginning of the practice. And to finish off, I'm going to read you a little bit from this book, which is called Shine Within. And this is about hope. If you only carry one thing throughout your entire life, let it be hope. Let it be hope that better things are always ahead. Let it be hope that you can get through even the toughest of times. Let it be hope that you are stronger than any challenge that comes your way. Let it be hope that you are exactly where you are meant to be right now, and that you are on a path to where you are meant to be. Because during these times, hope will be the very thing that carries you through. Now you can stay in your Shavasana longer if you wish to, or maybe start to wiggle the fingers and toes. Give yourself a full body stretch. Maybe drawing the knees into the chest if you wish to. And rolling onto one side, keeping the gaze soft and coming back to your comfortable seat when you're ready. And just drawing the hands to the heart center. Inhale and exhale, release any thoughts, energies, that are not serving you. Let them go now. Come back to your thought of gratitude for today. I am grateful for stillness, or whatever it is. I'll finish the practice with one on, which you can soak up or join in. The light within me honors the light within you.